So what happened is that now look at what happened here. The market, we have a uptrend, and what happened after that? We start having the sideways. Okay, and look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Inside the channel, anytime the market comes to the channel, what it does, bounce back down. Okay, what it does again,
Yeah.
came back up here, it bounced back down. But this was a news, so apparently we kind of outer from the channel. But looking at it technically, we are still inside. Okay, because what happened is that for the week, the market went out of it a bit and then kind of closed inside. And what happened? Came back and came down. So because of the data that was released from Kiwi few weeks ago, few days ago, which we might be seeing something like this. Okay, we might
Mm.
now that we've just hit this um, support now. So what we need to be looking at is that we might be looking for any consolidation to the downside or this. We might be looking at something like this. Okay, so for me, I'll be looking at this very area here. Okay, to look for a buy because the data fundamental recently have been good. So we might be looking for a upside. All right, and
Mm-hmm.
then looking at it as well, you might see when we put it on 4 hour, we might be seeing something very interesting there. So let's go to 4 hour and let's squeeze it a bit down. So looking at it so far, we can see that previously on 4 hour, we had a high. Yeah. What happened? We've broken the high. We've broken it, but it very slightly. Okay. Very slightly, we've broken it. So which means that these highs have been broken. What are we looking at now? We are looking at this very one, the next high to be broken. This very one here. I'm gonna take this off now. Yeah. So we should be, the next thing we should be looking at is very this one to be broken. All right. So let me just see again if we did or not. Yeah. Let me make it a bit tiny. But sometimes the price tends to slightly break it and then you won't see it. So apparently, yeah, it looks like it's on like it's a double top, okay?
Mm.
So, but for me now, I'm classifying this as a test, okay? It has tested this very support resistance here. So the next time this price should be coming upside, it should be breaking this very price here. So we might see another consolidation or sideways for the next few weeks. However, we might not. But the consolidation we are expecting, which is sideways, could be for the upside. Okay, because New Zealand is getting stronger, basically. And like I said, I'll be looking at something like this, and I'll be looking for anywhere in this area to get in for a buy. Or I wait for my previous high to be taken off. Okay, this, and I'm looking for a very good bullish momentum to get into the market and ride it to the upside. All right. However, if we have the opposite side, let's say the market comes down as well, we might be looking for a potential of getting out of this channel first. Okay.
Mm.
So, and then we take it to the upside. All right. So we might be seeing something like this, for example. Yeah. So which is gonna be taken out very, especially this very 1, 2, 3 low, and then come back, retest, all right, and then what happens next is shut down. So we might be seeing something like this as well, and then shut down to the downside. So, but so far so good. I can see a upside movement here. So because we've been on the down for months now, and then we should be expecting our target should be somewhere around this area where we're going to be eating the resistance. So anything we see to the upside now, our first take profit should be around this area, because this is the very technical area where the market has been bouncing back all the time. So before it finally goes down. So at least we're having at least like a month, 2 month plus here on the upside. Anytime it comes here and it breaks the resistance to the upside, so we always have a consolidation for months here. So which we might be having as well if we get to this level at all. But if we don't, we might see a bounce back around this very area here, which I'll be targeting anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's how you can forecast the market for the when you're looking at a fundamental basically. So going back to our GBP USD, and so now we can see that we have something here, all right? And this is what we always have every single time the market does this. Bounce back from the trend line. Look at here. Let's say, for example, we don't know when will be the next bounce back. Okay, fine. We finally identified the first one. And then what happened again? The second one. Yeah. And the third one, what happened? The third one, what? It pierced it. Okay? It pierced the trend line. Pierces the trend line, which means that there's a signal for me when I see such a thing. I'm looking at, oh, what is happening? Could be a something that I need to start focusing on. Probably there might be a change of direction from the upside to the downside. How? And then looking at it in the other way, we can also see that we also have our head. Okay, this pattern is called head. We have left shoulder. Apparently, we might have right shoulder. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So right shoulder. After we have right shoulder, what happened? Boom. That's what we're gonna have. All right. So anything here at all, any before I can start saying that I'm gonna buy this trade, I will start look. Actually, I'm on a buy on this trade, but I'll be closing my trade, and I'll break my stop loss, even take part of the profit and just leave it. So what I'm gonna be looking at now is that looking at a probability where the market will bounce back. How can you identify this? Okay, without your Fibonacci, what happened? Look at that. Okay, you've seen it there. Yeah, one, two, the market closes there, the market bounce back there. Yeah, so we have one, two, three, four. And what happened? The market closed exactly the same area. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Which area can we be also be looking at again? We might be looking at here. Okay, we might be looking at here, we might be looking at here. Why? The market at that area bounce back. The market, what happens? Closes there. The market already closes at that area as well. So what can we be expecting? We might be expecting this. The market comes up, okay, and then bounce back. Why? The market hasn't even tried to even take this off. Neither is our head. So we can be expecting anything from here to the downside. And if I say anything from this very two area point, okay, yeah, if I say anything to the downside, fine. I would rather want to get out of the channel first and to see that we have a independent breakthrough, okay, and we might have a retest even, all right. But sometimes when the market does something like this, the market might tend to break this very new low here, which is our support, and tends to break even this one just to the downside and then come back later to retest. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And come back to retest. And what happened next? Market shut down. Market won't shut down on a straight line, but in a wave. And neither market won't shut down. So this because why? Market will come try to test this one. Why the market is also taking this very too low out before it shut down to the downside. Because looking at it so far, this very area is a very strong area. So the market wouldn't come straight away and just take this off. I don't think so. It will do that. All
Mhm.
right. But the market can easily take this off because these ones are the target for now. And this one might be something where the markets go up and retest and gain power strength before taking it off. So, and
Mhm.
Brexit could be something that will be giving us this very, very, very difficult situation to trade pounds because anything could happen with Brexit in any time from now till at least till the end of the year. So,
Mhm.
yeah, and it's also weakening the currency because apparently they don't really understand the politicians in the parliament now. They don't really understand each other with the way they are all deciding on Brexit. So that's one thing we are having now. But even if the data of the British pound is good, but because of Brexit, we are having a difficult time to trade pounds. Not that we cannot trade it, but to forecast based on fundamental analysis to see what the market will tell us or the price will tell us or what could be the next move for the currency. But so far, we're saying this now because when I was trading this the other day, I wasn't expecting this. I sent a video about this that I'm expecting this market to come down, yes, which it did. And I was expecting Theresa May to speak, and she spoke. And then the market went up a bit and came down. And based on dollar news that came out that same day as well. So this is what happened. But my home point now is that I wasn't expecting pounds to break through the channel, but which it did. So for what I'm thinking now is that if the market does this, okay, can you now see that you see where we said the price might reverses? You can see that we still
Mm.
have our trend line there as well.
Yeah, yeah, I can see it. I can see
Yeah.
it.
So which means that probably anything I see that the price has done here has break through this channel at the straight trend line, we might be seeing a potential of upside, but that doesn't give us any guarantee yet until I see this one and this one taken off before I see any buy for myself opportunity. But for now, even if it's breaking, I won't even take the short until I see the price coming down. Do you get me? So
Mm.
am I if I see my setup, one of my strategy I trade, why I will take it. All right. And because I'm watching this parameter for the markets to bounce back anyway, so which gives me a very good um, edge in the market to get into the market earlier than any other person. So that's what you should be looking at now. So this will be our left shoulder, head, and right shoulder just forming up, and then we can take it up. And looking at it so far here, can you see that our previous low,
Yeah.
the market came just right area just to try it, okay, and
Yeah.
didn't break it anyway. So what happened now? We should be looking at the next uh, down uh, price now could take this both off and then even take this off and bounce back from this area. So apparently, probably before the month end or early next week, we can see that towards the downside. And if it's for the upside as well, we see the same thing, and we might be looking at this very area. Um, we might be looking at this very area to um, to take our profit basically as a swing trader. So
Okay.
that's that for now. And but for so good, I'm looking for a bearish setup for now. And this also goes
Mhm.
to a GPP NZD, GPP AUD, GPP CAD, GPP JPY. And then, funny enough, if we see what has been happening in GPP JPY and GPP NZD, GPP CAD, GPP, we can see that GPP JPY we had we on a daily you can see that we had some similar pattern, right? So we have the head, we have the left shoulder. So what do you
Mm.
think we're gonna have? We might have what?
The right shoulder.
Right shoulder as well. And what happened? Look at that. So this is a very, very good point. Yeah. So
Yeah.
now our right shoulder is just here. If we do this now, okay, yeah. So we're looking at the price, we're expecting this very area, and what happened next. So the whole of next week might be just for this, and then upper week might be a fall. So until I see these both taking off as well, that will make me start thinking of buying. But for now,
Okay.
I'm inside uptrend. I'm gonna be looking for how to sell to the downside. All right.
Okay. So do you think it's gonna go up, then just go down again? Do you think a new trend is gonna start? A new downtrend will start?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Apparently, like I said, if you remember when you and Richard were a consultation with me last time, I also mentioned something that JPY has always been on downside anyway. It's just that the way it looks like now, it looks like it's on the down, it's on the uptrend. But looking at it from the past, yeah, okay, looking
Mm.
at that. Have you seen that?
There's a downtrend, but I don't know the other trend. Yes, overall a downtrend because
Yeah,
it's going
overall
down. But
then I said, what did I say to you last time? I told you that probably because the market was around this area then, and I said if it comes down, you should be expecting this very level, which it did, and I'm expecting it to go up. I'm expecting it to bounce back at this area. And what it does, it went up and break this up, and what happens? Shut down back inside. Do you get me?
yeah,
So now, what we should be looking at, we should be looking at this very area to get in to the downside. Do you get it? So
yeah,
want the price to do whatever it wants to do, we leave it, let it do whatever it wants to do now. But what we're looking at now is how we're gonna get in at this very area. Okay?
mm,
And look at lots of pips ahead of you. Yeah, take it to the downside. That's it. Okay, you always win. That's all. What's that? One 1K plus pips. Alright. So this this is better to be patient and to get this very trade right and then to ride it to wherever you want. All right. And then at the end of the day you tends winning ahead of other amateur traders. All right. This is how it works.
mm,
But it's a very easy way to go about it. But we just you just need some understanding and psychology that is behind all these currencies, and then you can ride it the same way. Or it's just that you have just have to use another approach to actually it's the same approach, but it's just that not the same way they all reacted sometimes. But it's the
mm-hmm,
same way you can analyze each of them and you see that okay, you're having the same correlation. So that will makes you that will even boost your analysis and your decision on what to do next. So
okay,
USD, GBP, JPY, GBP, NZD, GBP, AUD, GBP card, and GBP CHF as well. Yeah.
okay.
So that's it for now, basically. Yeah. Um, I hope you I hope you enjoy this.